Niwawarin, Nariuk Alisha, Wadawurrung Baguruk, Kimban Wadawurrung Chabai. Hi, my name is Alisha and I'm a proud Wadawurrung woman. Welcome to Wadawurrung country. Wadawurrung mob being a coastal mob, we use the ocean as a main food source. We would use eel traps, like I'm holding here. This is the first eel trap in which I've created. It's not finished yet, I still have a little bit to go. But the eel trap was used to catch eels. The shorter end would make sure that baby eels that were not fully developed could swim through, and the bigger eels would get trapped. I'm really proud that I was able to make this. Even though it's not finished yet, I can see how beautiful it's going to be, and it holds such a significant story behind it, and it's been used for many years. What shaped me in my childhood and some of the greatest memories I have is from when I was a little bub-up. I used to go and see my grandfather, Albert Fagan, doing some very large paintings. He used to have the canvas on the floor, all of his paints around him, and just be dotting away, dotting away. I was always intrigued in what he was doing until I was old enough to be able to pick up a paintbrush, and that's when I started. When I'm doing my art, I feel like I have a story in mind, but sometimes whilst I've put my paintbrush to canvas, the story can change. Towards the end of my artwork though, it's clear to me in the vision of what my art means. I not only do paintings, I also do weaving, and a lot of the weaving carries a strong story from women business back dated to 65,000 years ago. What does it mean to me when someone connects with my work enough to buy it? I guess it just makes me feel valid. It makes me feel like my story is worth sharing and worth being heard. I feel great to know that someone is able to connect with my art, whether they depict their own story from it or find symbolism within it that resonates with them. I just like to be able to share my story. This is my confined piece. I named it Desert Sun. This is central Western Victoria, out past Ballarat. Here we have the waterways and the gum trees and the heat from the desert sun. In here we have Kurang La, which is a sharing circle, a butt hut camp, and a strong independent woman with her digging stick. If you see, there's different tracks in this painting, all leading. All these tracks go through different ways of life that I've been through. These different tracks have all connected themselves to the waterway. Wari Baguruk is my artist name, Ocean Woman, and no matter what path in life I've gone down, I've always led back to the water. My hopes for the future as an artist and as a person, within my art, I hope to succeed into a place where I'm comfortable in my finances, and also to a place where I can see my art almost everywhere I go. I want to be able to share my story and see my art hung up all around Victoria would be amazing. I want to be able to include myself in something that's working positively for mob. I want to see less mob incarcerated. I also want to see more mob kicking goals and being powerful and empowered. Aboriginals are overrepresented in prisons due to an ongoing problem of intergenerational trauma, family violence, drug dependencies, and substance use, which was all brought on due to colonisation. Before colonisation, we never had alcohol or drugs. Australia is one of the youngest colonised countries, and it's just been detrimental to a lot of Indigenous people, but we need to be able to, I guess, empower ourselves, lift each other up, and be able to make an influence and impact in this land. I want to be able to see less mob in prisons and more mob out here. The Torch is a program helps mob in being able to share their culture and find their art style and make something of themselves, in which where these people, well, my mob has been taught they will never be anything, but we will be something. I'm well supported by the Torch, and I'm hoping that we will be able to see a future where Aboriginal people aren't the majority of population in prison, but instead the minority.